Hello, my name is Abe. Welcome back to Monster Train. Let's just do a new run here. A new random run, and you know what? We've unlocked all of the cards for the Wormkin. We've had some pretty good runs with them. What if we just start doing some randos? Or maybe we should do like some expert challenges. We can do these eventually. When we're tired of doing random, I just want to do a random run. Let's do it. Let's just see what we get. Hopefully we get like a Wormkin secondary, and that's totally exactly what happened. And we can maybe try to figure out how the Wormkin cards interact with other clans. I am noticing too that you start with Wormtooth, even though you are not starting as the Wormkin primary clan, or as your primary clan. That's very nice, because you do still need the infusions in order to work with the cards. So getting that free artifact does seem pretty decent. We get Sharpen, Hosting Kin, Focused Growth. A good heal is very nice. This is a Consume Seraph, by the way. Hosting Kin, Consume, deal 13 damage to a unit and move it to the back. That's a pretty good card. This used to be different, didn't it? I don't know why I just realized that now. I think this used to be different. It used to like infuse or extract or something. I don't know. Then we get Sharpen 4 and Spikes 4 does seem pretty good. By the way, hello, welcome, Mud. How are you doing today? I hope you are having a good time and a good day and whatnot. Apply Daze when they enter the floor below the pyre, 7 energy on the first turn. I do like the Daze in order to build up one big top floor. Yeah, let's go for Light's Gift. That is pretty decent. The extra energy on turn 1 is very good depending on what units you get, but I'm gonna go for Light's Gift. We'll go for our champion. Hopefully we'll get, oh, it's the alternate champion. I forgot about that. Thought we were gonna get the spiky one, but no, we have the Strangler or the Thorn Lord. Add sting spells and incant to gain damage, or sweep, strike, root. Doesn't Wildenton eventually get like sweep, quick, strike, root, and all that nonsense? I do think that Strangler is very good. We have some decent heals, and we can build healing around this unit. I don't want the money for the negatives. This seems like a very interesting little start here. Let's see if we can't make this work. Oh, we'll also get those cards that give you more draw in the future, the root seeds. Yeah, this is interesting. Oh, also, let's remember that we can play units on the top floor and they'll just get dazed. No, they'll just get ember drained, not dazed. Yes, makes sense. So where do we want to play Wildenton? Slay, damage, shield, screw you. I think we just want to play Wildenton at the top. He'll get all the kills, and everything's going to be dazed when they get up here anyway, so nothing is going to break through the first floor. This actually might even be like a great, this might just be a great way of playing Wildenton, honestly. If you just have Wildenton on the top floor, the sweep, strike, root will keep everything here if they live, and then he can just buff himself up with the root seeds, the sharpens, and act as a tank for killing everything that makes it through. Sounds good to me. Although we won't be able to play Sharpen on that turn because we are Ember Drained. But like, nothing's gonna make it through because they're just gonna get stuck here. They're going to get stuck here and they're gonna root themselves. So I'll just keep buffing Wildenton. Oh look, you're dazed. I'm taking 3 damage, oh no. Let's keep buffing our damage too. You're gonna die, you're gonna die. Might as well kill you before you can even move up. Hosting Kin. Consume, deal 13 damage, move a unit to the back. I could save 13 damage by playing that, is what I'm getting out of this. And you know what? That does seem like a very useful thing to do. Just save a little bit of damage. Clunk, clunk. I do like the clunk, clunk. There's a couple of train stewards coming up, but let's not play them. Let's instead just root seeds. We're also stacking up a lot of infusions playing these cards too. Yeah, that works just fine. Reverse Apollo asks, did they replace monsters on top floor get dazed with monsters on top floor get ember drained? Yes, they replaced your units getting dazed with, if you can read it on level 20, sorry, level 10? Level 10. Apply Ember Drain 1 to the first friendly unit played on the top floor each turn. So yeah, instead of getting dazed, you just get 1 Ember Drain. So basically you get no penalty immediately. Next turn you lose 1 energy if ever you play a unit on the top floor. It's nice so that you can put down a unit and have it attack immediately, but the Ember Drain does suck for future turns. Because sometimes it's interesting, because sometimes you would need to play a unit and have it attack immediately. Sometimes you would not care if a unit attacked immediately, so the days never mattered. The Ember Drain is almost always going to be a problem for the future turn, or at the very least could be a problem on future turns, so you do need to be a little bit careful about that. Okay, anyways, Steel Enhancer or Glimmer or Sting. Front unit damage doesn't really interest me all that much. The extra card draw, I mean, we have Root Seeds. I think I'd rather have just a Glimmer, anything that can kind of heal our champion if they take damage, or Echo Infusion or Echo Transfer in order to gain attack or health on our champion would be very good. So the question is, do you want Echo Infusion or Echo Transfer? Probably the health, if I had to guess. Probably the health, if I had to guess, but admittedly the damage is also very good. Let's go with the Echo Transfer because it is infused. We'll probably be able to get an Echo Infusion at some point. At least I would hope so. So Wormkin or Awoken units. What kind of units would we want in this deck right now? This deck. I think we would like an Animus that can go right behind Wildington. Some sort of like multi-strike Animus that we could really buff the attack of would be beautiful. And we could also upgrade it as a unit. We don't have any other units in the deck. It might be worth more to upgrade spells and then upgrade like our Glimmer. The Sharpens could be cheaper, maybe a holdover Glimmer or something like that. And then what's coming up next? A Wormkin unit with unit upgrades after this. Yeah, so we're gonna go Wormkin unit first, I think, because we'll go for the unit upgrades later. First of kin, Bog Chrysalis. Hatch, summon 2 Bogflies. Wow, that is trash. Unsummon, summon 2 Bogflies though. Or Etch +5. We don't really consume that many cards. We have a couple in the deck, but that's about it. I don't really plan on going consume, but I don't know, this is interesting. Because the First of Kin is like an okay unit. It's expensive as hell. I don't really like the flies, but you know what? There's some interesting combinations with putting abilities on flies. So let's get the flies. Holdover. I gotta admit, a holdover Echo Transfer seems like a very interesting idea. As does a holdover Glimmer, and then eventually we can give it like +10, so that it can do damage and heal every turn. But a holdover Echo Transfer would in theory allow us to, for 1 charge, get +15 attack literally every turn, and that's a lot of damage that we can get very repeatedly and regularly. I think we're gonna go that first. As for the magic power, dump it on an Echo Break. -1 will dump on a probably a Focus Growth. We don't really need Sharpen if we have damage from another source, e.g. the card that we just said that we were gonna upgrade and get, build into. The one that I made holdover. So yeah, I think that went okay. I don't really have a game-changing card or anything right now, or strategy. My strategy right now is just buff the heck out of our champion on the top floor, which, in theory should work pretty well. And we might be able to buff the Bogflies on this turn too, which is interesting. I might have to hurt my own champion to play Echo Transfer though, but we need to play Echo Transfer. I could start down here, but then all the enemies are gonna start attacking immediately, and I don't want that to happen. They also have spikes. Why did I have to get this Echo Break immediately, damn it? Okay, I could kill my Bog Chrysalis. Sorry, dudes. At least now we're not gonna get the the Ember Drain. But I need to be able to get the infusion to start playing this Echo Transfer immediately because it's such a good card. So I guess that's what we're gonna do. Sure, why not? Let's kill you so I don't have to worry about spikes. It's a very interesting build we have so far. I mean, right now all I'm doing is just, you know, playing my cards, which I guess is exactly what you want. I am at 6360 already. I think this guy does get quick eventually, and I would love it if he could get quick. Because that sounds like amazing. But I forget what his upgrades actually, you know, end up being in the long run. You know what? Screw the Train Steward. What am I gonna have a Train Steward for? Am I gonna have a Train Steward to do 5 damage per turn? I'm doing, let's see, how much damage? 112 per turn right now with the Echo Transfers. We don't need anything else. I killed the boss in 2 hits. Maybe this is all we want. All we want is just to make the biggest Wildenton in the world, and then nothing else matters. I couldn't get a Steel Enhancer. Vine Grasp is interesting because it does kill units in the back, but we do have a Glimmer. Hosting Kins are very good, just kind of one-off kill a unit cards. We don't need another Sharpen. I think we skipped this, honestly. We don't need a second Echo Transfer. Infuse, Consume, Apply Reap. This would be good for killing support units on a lower floor, but it doesn't really matter if we just if we play our champion on the top floor. Everything dies already. But, you know, it does do 2 damage when you play it. That's not that much, is it? I think I might take another Hosting Kin because it kills support units easily, and we'll just move on. Keeper of Echoes, Infuse, Inspire, apply +1 and +1 to friendly units. +5 and Inspire +1/+1, Summon +10/+10, Kinhost, Carapace, Shard Soul Carver, Inspire +2, Armor 2. On itself. So if we're thinking about capacity right now, then the Kinhost is the easiest one to play, but the Keeper of Echoes is very interesting because we're playing our infusion cards very consistently. This would end up buffing pretty nicely, and you know, we could just have a floor where we just buff Wildenton. But the Kinhost, we could play this with like multi-strike, end up making like a 50x2 very easily if we can get multi-strike on the Kinhost, and then all of a sudden this thing is like kicking butt. Inspire +1 is not that much, but you know, it is health. Let's go for the Keeper of Echoes. We haven't won with this card, I don't think, so let's give it a shot. Now we do need to get units and upgrades, and also we can merge units, so let's see what we can get. Large Stone. This is an interesting one, because I certainly would not mind getting a large Bog Chrysalis. A large Keeper, though, will not fit on the floor with the champion, so we gotta be very careful about that. What we might want to do, and I think this is what we're gonna do, I think we're gonna Large Stone the Bog Chrysalis, put the Bog Flies behind the champion, and then infuse Keeper of Echoes into the Bog Chrysalis, which should make 2 units with Inspire instead of 1, which is the entire reason why I wanted the Bog Fly to begin with. But we'll see what unit we get first. Strike, Apply, Reap, Etch +5. I don't really care about these units at all. First of Kin, again, is a unit that you can play, but I don't want it. I don't want it. Also, hello, welcome, Wordgurg. How you doing? You finally caught me live. Yes, you did. It's not final. You've been here before. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna skip this. I think we're gonna skip this, and we're gonna make one big Bog unit. +30 magic power. Yo, a 32/32 Glimmer is pretty dope. But let's start with the Pact. We're gonna put the Keeper of Echoes into the Bog Chrysalis, and then we're gonna make this Large Stone so that they're less likely to die, and then this is gonna be our unit that, yo, Piercing Glimmer is actually great. And then we're gonna make this unit just the unit that we put on the same floor as our champion, and like that's the only units that we're gonna have, I guess. I don't think we need an extreme stone. I do like having that piercing on the glimmer though. Now if we make it holdover, every turn we can kill units and even spell shield won't matter. Oh, I didn't make him large stone. Oh, but we can build a card. So this is actually something else I was considering, is the reason I haven't been taking 3 capacity units, I've said no to some cards, is that we can't put all of the units on one floor. Now we can. We can build an ascend card, or we could build a card that hurts enemy units and descends them or does whatever we want. So we can build whatever kind of a card that we want added to this deck. Build. Armor, frostbite, or sap. So do we want something that attacks the enemies or that buffs us? I think we want something that buffs us because I really want an ascend. So if I get another unit, I can put it right behind the champion and just let the champion tank for everything. So I'm gonna try to do an armor. Let's get it, let's give it a buff. Oh, no, it's completely different. Well, it's not completely different. The symbols have something to do with space, increases capacity, or increases gold. So maybe like you get 25 gold or increases the capacity once on the floor. You selected upwards arrow. That was buff. So it's a shield, an armor buff card that increases capacity or increases gold. Let's go for increases gold. 10 armor, plus 10 attack, gain 20 gold. That's a great card. Olde magic is like a wonderful addition. All right, and we are just gonna make this large stone though. 1546, put it right behind the champion. Sweet. I mean, I love gold. You know how much I love gold. We need to remove a lot of cards from this deck though. I only need like 2 cards, and it's Wildington Bog Chrysalis. So, Wildington goes out. The Bog Chrysalis is not the tank, but we could have them tank for Wildington if Wildington gets all the damage upgrades. I could also upgrade the damage of Bog Chrysalis so that the Bog Chrysalis does even more damage than Wildington, because Wildington doesn't need to do more damage than this, although he is a sweeper, which is, you know, a very useful thing. So maybe we will have the Bog Chrysali tank for the Wildington, and then we'll buff, and we'll buff Wildington. It's worth more to buff the eggs because you'll get double benefit when they hatch, but you know, whatever. You healed for 10. That was not a good use of those consume cards, I realized a little bit too late. But hey, here's a piercing card. So now all the people who had spell shield are dead. And then we can, not enough? Oh, right. Get our echo transfer going. Maybe we should put this on the Bog Crystals. I mean, they do have like 50 health. Armor, attack, gold. Yeah, totally worked. And then I can't sharpen and echo transfer, but we gotta play echo transfer because it's a card that we, are you gonna knock back? Yeah, you're gonna knock back. But we need to make sure that we play echo transfer because it's just such an important card for us, so there you go. And you know, if the egg gets pushed to the back, maybe that's good for us. Cannot play this card, I don't have any more infusion in hand. That's unfortunate, but oh well. 29, 46. We also do need to hatch the shell, but you know what? If we don't hatch the shell, it's still a 46, 52. So, you know, it's not the worst thing in the world. Probably just push you to the back, I suppose. We don't really need to heal anyone, but you might as well get more card draw. Might as well dump you so you die. This is a very strange build, but like it's very good for just buffing the heck out of Wildington. Waves remaining 1. So you know what? Let's keep buffing the egg. Wildington is kind of like at his maximum buff level right now. Oh, they hatched. we spent enough. Oh, right, that's why it was so hard to play the frickin' I get it now. Because I was wondering, I was like, why aren't we able to play this Echo Transfer? I keep stacking up on the shards, on the charges, on the infusion, because it kept getting sucked into the egg, of course. That makes total sense. That makes total sense. What do we want to play, though? Kind of just want to play a Sharpen. I don't care about taking 2 damage. We do deal 150 damage every turn. There's my Echo Transfer, so we'll keep buffing as much as we can now. It seems to be working beautifully. We do like 200 damage a turn, so everything does seem to be working pretty well. Old Magic is another 20 gold, so that was worth 60 gold so far. Echo Transfer. That'll just kill the frontline unit. That'll give us more damage. And every Inspire, the Inspire doesn't seem to be working though. Oh, because it doesn't, right, it doesn't buff other units, it only buffs itself. Oh, I misread it. The other one buffed enemy units. When you add it to the Bogfly, it just buffs itself with +1/+1. Okay. Yo, yes, we need this. Adapting Mutation is also extremely fun, because you can make a unit very tanky if you want, but we need Quick on Wildenton right now. We also would like an Animus. Yeah, apply +1/+1 to friendly units. Yeah, that's what I was missing. -15 attack, multi-strike 1. That's an Abe moment. It's a pretty easy mistake to make, though. I just thought that the text would apply. So what the heck do we take here? An Animus is extremely receptive to buffs. And we do need a unit that's more receptive to buffs. So I think we would like an Animus, and we might just say like no to the Bogfly now. I could keep another, or I could take another Keeper of Echoes, but it doesn't do enough on its own. But the Animus being able to buff itself so incredibly is, I think, what we want. And I think we want the energy so that we can play all the cards that we draw when we play more cards. Yes, yes. Or we could take card draw so we can get to the good stuff faster, but I think we want energy first. We tend to have more cards than we can play after the first couple of turns. So we could get another Awoken unit. I don't think we need an Awoken unit. I think we just want like a free artifact that we can choose from. I would like to start removing cards, but it's so tempting to just go for an artifact. I think that's what I'm gonna do. What would I duplicate? I don't know. Olde Magic would actually be like a very good duplication target. I'd like to upgrade it first though, but 10 armor, 10 attack, and 20 gold is like very good even on its own. Ah, but it's an artifact. What's coming up next? Forge units, remove 2 cards, so we're definitely gonna go right path here. Artifact coming up, 100 gold and 10 shards coming up at the very end. So we need to make sure that we're at 90 or above before we get to this point, unless we want to like duplicate a card. Duplicate Hand of Greed, I mean Olde Magic. I'd like to upgrade Olde Magic, but we can only upgrade it here, right before the 7th fight. That does, you know, take a while to get to. Yeah, I think that's fine though. I think we should go for the artifact. Because card removal is like, it's good, it's not that good. I want to stack up some money. Increase capacity, or friendly units get 1 attack per stack of spikes. We do have a card that gives us spikes, but we have other cards that are better at it giving us attack. I think more capacity might be a little bit more interesting, but this might even be a case where I just want to go for the 25 gold because neither of these are really that incredible. Yeah, I think I am just going to go for the 25 gold, which meant that the left path was essentially a complete waste. Hooray. Summon, add sting spells, incant +1, or sweep root. I think we just want to make these stats better on Wildenton. The sting spells are very interesting because I could use those to maybe get through the deck faster, but I'm just gonna go for the stats. I want him to live longer. He only has 50 health. Spell Chain. Incredible Echo Transfer is a very good target for that. As is Olde Magic. As is Olde Magic. Armor 10, attack 10, 20 gold. Although this would cost 1 and then 2. Eventually we could upgrade it so that it costs 0 and then 1, which would be a lot better. Armor, attack, gold, very decent. Glimmer is also a very interesting target, but I want this to be holdover more than anything else. I think Echo Transfer for holdover is what we want, though. It's just insanely good value if you can play it twice. We're gonna start there. Upgrade a spell to gain intrinsic. There's nothing that we need on turn 1. You know what? No, there is. Quick. It just guarantees that it gets out immediately. Well, actually, hold up. We don't need quick because the enemies are going to be stunned on the top floor. If we take this, we can play Wildenton on a lower floor. That's what this means. Wildenton might not get the kills immediately, but maybe we can heal him up like as time goes on. But if we take this, we can play Wildenton on a different floor, which I think will matter when we get to the very final fight. Because I don't think we'll want to play Wildenton there. So, you know, I think this might actually be okay. I don't really want to, like, put a unit in another unit, though, so we'll leave on that. We are up to 60 packed shards, which is kind of a lot. Multi-strike enemy units does suck, but I don't think it matters. I think we can just play on the top floor. The only thing that matters for playing on the top floor is the Divinity fight, because he does sweep, and I don't have sap. That's what's gonna suck. But for like right now, I'm like, yeah, sure, why not just play a Wildenton, play a Bog Chrysalis, and play a Wildwood Tome, and then on the top floor, we are just, you know, very quick. Again, I could start down here, but like, why? 15 times 3, good lord. Are you haste? You're haste. You also have damage shield, which is very annoying. So you go out, you root, put down the Bog Chrysalis, who I think should tank for Wildenton. I think we should use this as the tank. That way Wildenton can, we can buff his damage so he's killing these units a lot faster, I think. And you're not quite hatching yet, but you're getting there. And hopefully we get some infusion with our Echo Transfer, and we did. So I'm just gonna keep buffing you. I'm gonna keep buffing you. And I'm gonna buff you. And I'm gonna buff you. And you're not hatching at all, but that's fine because I did so much damage it didn't matter. And I think we're gonna do the same thing here. We have a lot more energy this turn though, which is nice. This guy is very tall. You notice how tall this guy is? He's very tall. Hit you. I guess we'll just Echo Transfer again. Hey, we can infuse once. We have a 90-50 unit on the top floor that's quick and sweep. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. And I'm loving the draw that we're getting because it means we are actually able to play all these cards that we want to play. Well, all these cards being Echo Transfer. I'm so sorry, Bog Chrysalis. You're never gonna hatch. You're never gonna hatch. I need that Glimmer to be holdover too. We'll get there. We have a lot of things that we need to work on. For certain. I don't want these cards, so I'm gonna dump them. 8 times 2. Look, we'll deal with you. We got our Echo Transfer again, which is great. Yeah, because Quick is gonna kill you, so let's get the, oh, you're a haster, right? I would like to get another turn, so I will play the Glimmer here. That buys us a turn where we can play more buffs. Magic needs to happen. Do you believe in magic? I do need to hatch this guy, but I would also love to play some Echo Transfers, so I think that's what we're gonna do. I think that matters more than anything else, really. Well, we'll get... You know what, we will hatch him, I suppose. There you go. 2 tanks. They're pretty good tanks. They're 68 health units. Can't complain about that. I'm sorry for hitting you, but like you don't matter. The only thing that matters is Wildington. And then let's get more cards. He's dazed. We are losing 1 Bogfly, but like that's kind of the Bogfly's whole purpose in life, is to just kind of be a tank and die. Oh no, he's not dying. He's taking 36 damage. We're killing you in 1 hit? Oh, we're killing you in 2 hits, but you know, you're just gonna get 1 hit in. That's pretty good. You are very strong, but you're also very dead. Wildington is like kicking ass right now. Split Anvil, very good, because now we can play those sharpens, and they'll make other spells in our hand free. So I actually really do like that one. It can even make our 1 cost. So I will take this. So it can even make our 1 cost Purge Spell Chain card free. Return spells from the discard pile to your hand and apply Consume. I'm not building Consume deck. Applying Daze could also be interesting to daze a unit on the top floor, middle floor, whatever, but do we need it? I don't know if we need it, because I would rather spend the infusion on other things. It will be easier to play infusion cards, but I'm still playing so many Echo Transfers. It costs 1 infusion to play it. I can't really spend the infusions on other things if I'm buffing the units, so I think we're gonna skip this. And by the way, welcome Dragonflame, Cinderlens, Zero, and Sauter J. How you guys doing today? Welcome to the stream and welcome to the monster train. Choo choo. Choo choo. Chugga, 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 chugga. So can we upgrade spells? No, we can upgrade units. I would still like to upgrade units and the Animus and then find a way to play the Animus, but it's not like super necessary. Would be nice though. Card removal is good. Duplication, what would we duplicate? Olde magic is very good, admittedly. But again, I would like to upgrade it. So I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna remove a couple of train stewards, get them out of the deck. Don't need them. What do we got here? Intrinsic and plus 30 magic power. We don't need these. Intrinsic, we don't need this on anything. Like maybe a glimmer, but I still want to leave that spot open for a different upgrade. A large stone Animus is very good. A large stone Bog Chrysalis won't fit, although it is funny to just make a 3086 unit that can kind of go out on its own. But like you gotta take Animus and then hope to up it in the future, right? To raise it to another floor. Because God, that's good. I think what we want is we want the health on the Bog Chrysalises. That way they can function more as tanks for Wildington. Because when Wildington does 200 damage, you just need him to live as long as possible, right? So yeah, we'll buff the Bog Chrysalis, and then maybe I'll try to like make an Animus work on another floor. A quick Animus might work. We do have the quick book, but that's going on Wildington, I think. Well, it'll go on Wildington until the last fight, at which point we won't put Wildington on the top floor. We'll put him somewhere else. So a quick on the Animus is kind of interesting. Sack the Animus into the egg. I already put something into the egg. It was a mistake, admittedly, but I already put something into the egg. Yeah. I'll buff the Animus. If I can somehow get an ascend, descend, it'll be good to have the Animus around. But I do want to upgrade spells more than anything else right now. So the stealth unit sucks, obviously. This is gonna be a very difficult fight for us. We can't really stun the stealth boy, but we can put down our Animus and hopefully use that to kind of buy us some time, which would be nice. This also might be an opportunity to do Wildington at the bottom, but I still think I'd rather go at the top and just use the Animus later to maybe just, you know, steal a couple of turns from the boss. Mill, that's the word I'm thinking of. Try to mill a few turns out of the boss. So yeah, we're gonna go Wildington at the top again. It's just too good of a combo, I think. But the Animus, I'm just gonna leave in the deck. I'll play it when it shuffles around. Okay, so the Bog Chrysalis goes in the front. This is gonna cost us 1 energy. Oh well. And then I think maybe if we just have raw attack, maybe we should put it into the Bog Chrysalis right now, because it will give each one of these guys piercing, I think? Actually, I don't know. I don't know if buffs will transfer to the Bog Chrysali. It might be worth trying, though, just to see what happens. A Glimmer. These units are dying when they make it up anyways. There's no point to even playing it. I guess I could get 2 health on Wildington. But no, I guess you play it down here just to wound this guy, honestly. We don't have Slay triggers. A Shattered Shell would have been amazing to pick up here. Unfortunately, we didn't get one. But I would have loved a Shattered Shell. Yeah, so I'm thinking like, buff you. I'll buff you. I'll keep buffing your attack, because they are like, they do a lot of damage. I suppose I could always push them to the back so that they can live longer during the boss fight, as opposed to Wildington. You know what? I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna move my units around. I'm gonna hurt my egg. Not the egg! And I'm gonna buff the egg, honestly. I think that's the correct answer here. Because if I keep buffing that egg, man, you guys are like real big. If I keep buffing that egg, then in theory they should last longer than Wildington when we actually hit Relentless, which does seem good to me. I do need the egg to pop at some point, but it is kind of hard to get that to happen when I'm also spending the I'm spending the infusions in order to play the thing that buffs his attack. You have stealth 9 and you have 14 damage. That's actually pretty bad, but this is exactly what I wanted the Animus for here anyways, just to give me something that could just mill a few turns of stealth. You are gonna get the kill on the Sycophant, which is not ideal, but oh well. This might be a good turn to actually hatch the egg, but we can hatch it next turn. Oh, we're definitely gonna hatch it next turn. So. What are we gonna play? We're gonna start with, I would love to play Echo Transfer, then a Focused Growth, but the Echo Transfer won't be played, because if you do it in that order, you can make everything free. But you can still make everything free, you just gotta play in this order. Then you can Focus Growth. You could have Sharpened as well, but I wanted the card draw. We'll Glimmer. Can't even play the Echo Transfer because we don't have the infusion. Let's remember that. You have 6 turns of stealth, which means you'll have 5 when you make it up. We gotta open these eggs, though. It's gotta happen. And it's gonna happen. Okay, the egg is gonna open. They do deal 200 damage per fly. The 5 stealth is gonna eventually purge itself, which is nice. Just kind of an annoying fight. Okay, Root Seeds, Echo. Let's get a Sharpen out there. Then you can Echo, Echo, Echo. Every card is just Echo, apparently. Bung, bung, bung. These Bogflies are like really good right now. Draw +1 each turn. You see, that would be a good card to put into the Bogflies because that's +2 every turn. What's also very good is the Restoring Retreat. We can actually put all of our units on one floor now. Extract 1, deal 5 damage twice, on Slay, gain 2 infusion. Deal 15 damage for each card in the consume pile. I do like this version of Soul Crushing Guilt for the stun. Being able to infuse means you can play it much more cheaply. But I don't see it being particularly necessary. I'm gonna skip it. I want to thin the deck out. I don't want to thicken it up. But yeah, now we can totally play the Animus. Especially when we get down to the final fight. It's gonna be so good. Trinkets. Or Concealed Cavern Artifact. And we can get another artifact. I think we should take that artifact option because we need to get more packed shards. This seems like a good opportunity to do it. Buying artifacts or getting one for free. I think I'd rather buy one in particular. I don't know what one that would be though, is the problem. But saving money would also be good, and we can save our money by going to the left path. That way we can upgrade here, and then here do whatever else we need to do just to kind of finish it off. Okay, let's go left. I want it for free. The first time each battle a card with Consume is played, add 2 copies to your hand. We don't consume that many cards. Echo Break would be a good one to consume because then we could get more infusion off of it. But really, the one that we would want to consume is Hosting Kin. We can play that and then just deal a little bit more damage. Wildwood Tome means that we could... This is actually probably going to be the one that we play first. Do we need 3 copies of it though? No. Putting Quick on the Bog Flies is interesting. I don't think we need it though. I'm going to skip. It's unfortunate, but Sting spells are better. Restore 5 Pyre health. When you play your 3rd card, draw 1. I do like that a lot. So I think we're gonna take this. Restore 5 Pyre health is fine, but the card draw is probably a little bit better. We can't upgrade anything because we only have 2 units, so goodbye shop. Get Bone Dog's Favor or purge 1 card. I'm gonna give you a card, dog. You can have... We don't need 2 sharpens. We don't even need 1. I don't care about the 4 spikes when I can easily make my units deal 400 damage every turn. Okay, what do you do? +1 to spells and daze to units. The unit 1 doesn't matter. Even if we have to play on the top, we'll do it. And +1 to spells is just like, whatever. So daze is the one that came out. I'd love to be able to lower the Animus into Wildenton, so this might be an opportunity to play Wildenton here, and then start descending units down into Wildenton. We can make Wildenton quick, he can kill these units as they move up. The Animus being quick can kill other units. We won't get the benefit of +1 daze, but wouldn't it be better to have 3 units on 1 floor instead of 2 units here and then 1 unit here, or 2 units here and 1 unit here? I think the answer to that question is yes. So we are gonna play the Animus up here, I think. We are gonna buff you with quick. It did draw a card, which is nothing that we care about, so I'm just gonna play this on you. You do have 1 spell shield and 5 stealth, so you know what, have fun with that. And then, we're gonna start buffing our Animus. We might as well buff Wildenton as well. And then as soon as we get that Descend card, we'll just put everyone down on the same floor. And we got it right now. I can't put the Bog Chrysalis down, but honestly, the Bog Chrysalis being up here, like stealing some of the incants doesn't really bother me like at all. Who are we gonna move down first is the question. Should we move down the Bog Chrysalis or should we move down the Animus? I think we should put the Bog Chrysalis down first so it can tank for the Animus, but these guys, they end up getting really strong. I think we want you to tank for the Animus. So you can go down first. Now all of our cards are cheaper. We will play, I guess, this, and then this. And we could play Glimmer for like no reason, so we'll just play it up here. It could have played it down here, I suppose, but. All right, and this is where we're gonna, build our units, I think. Infusion, Echo Break. You do enough damage, I think. We'll Root Seeds you. You're gonna live, but you're not going anywhere, which is nice. I can also do damage to you and make you move back. I don't know, like, kind of, why not? Do you do anything on death? Units get +2. You do the same thing? All right. I don't know, honestly, I'm like, just hit you with this, I guess. I kind of don't want to Echo Transfer because I do want to hatch this guy, but like we know that delaying on the hatch actually does work. Ooh, Olde Magic. You know what, let's play Echo Transfer and Olde Magic. Old E Magic, there you go. $180 health. We'll get you eventually. Okay, we need more draw. That's what the root seeds are for. So root seeds, root seeds. It's gonna take a long time to hatch them at this rate. We should also play one Echo Transfer into a focused growth, into an Echo Transfer. We do want to buff the Animus. Let's not forget about that. I'm almost forgetting about it, but I remembered. We want to buff that Animus so that eventually we can just descend it. We are starting to take some damage, but that's what the Glimmer is for, hopefully. Now I have 3 Echo Transfers? What? Okay. Did not expect to get 3 of these, but I tell you what. Why don't we Root Seeds, Echo. I mean, I kind of don't want to play this one, but I guess we might as well. Heal. Oh, hey, I got another card. It's a heal card, which is pretty good. Glimmer. Keep buffing you, I suppose. And then draw more next turn. Can't even play this card. It's one of the purge ones, though. Having the enemies stun on the top floor is very nice, isn't it? I'm realizing that now. I don't want you to die, though. So we're going to give you some armor. I need to heal Wildenton is kind of what it boils down to. Actually, what I need to do is I need to make him stronger so he's killing the units faster. Ah, we got Restoring Retreat. We have to play this. Even if it makes all of our other spells more expensive, I think we have to play this. It's such a good spell. Now everything's dying. So we're gonna have some expensive cards in the deck, but it doesn't matter, because that's kind of what I was banking on from the beginning. And now it actually freaking happened. So I can hatch my eggs now. Good. Well, you know what? We can delay one more on the eggs. It's definitely a lot scarier doing it like this. A 3-cost spell seems perfect. Yeah, it's definitely scarier doing it like this because you have to be very careful about what you're playing and when you're playing it. One more. All right, the egg will hatch. Heal you to full. Might as well Glimmer here. Don't play the Echo Transfers. All right, you're toast. I am losing Wildenton, which is unfortunate. Get some armor, Wildenton. You're still dead? That's unfortunate. Everything's just apparently unfortunate. Well, quite unfortunate. You're still dying? We are doing 500 damage a turn at least. We have very few units, but our units are very good. Dun, dun, dun. Adaptive Mutation, Spreading Spores, Symphony of the Soul. Infuse, extract 5, double buffs and armor on a unit. I don't... Buffs, green. We don't buff anything except for like 4 spikes. This doesn't matter. The armor also doesn't really matter. Adaptive Mutation is very interesting to make a unit very strong or very tanky. So like we could buff Wildenton and then swap his stats. But I don't like that because I want to play all the buffs ideally on the eggs. Well, it's interesting. You want to play him on Wildenton because he's a sweeper. You want to play him on the eggs because when they hatch, you get twice the value of them. And you want to play it on the Animus because if you play it on the Animus, you get 3 times the value of them. So every unit, you get like a different amount of value from playing things that buff attack. We want Wildenton at the front to be tanky, but also strong for the sweep. And then we want the Animus at the back in order to be really strong in order to kill all the units that survive Wildenton's shot. I don't think we need this. I don't think we need adaptive mutation. It's a good card. I just don't, I don't see myself caring about it. Here, I do think you want to go draw. Capacity doesn't really matter, but the draw means that we can get Split Anvil to hit more cards and get more opportunities at getting good cards and 2-cost cards. I do think you want to go for spell upgrades because we do need spell upgrades. Trinket choice is also interesting, but like the spell upgrades are more important. I'm looking for particular spell upgrades, so let's go for it. A 40-70. I mean, that's okay damage. It's nothing outstanding, but really it's the sweep. Permafrost. Permafrosting anything that costs 2 is good because then you're guaranteed to be able to play it in order to make other cards 1. So I do like permafrosting like the focused growth. Nothing else is like a requirement that needs to be played. This can heal and also make other cards free. 10 magic power. Well, putting it on like an Echo Break is okay unless you want to hit your own units. Making a spell cheaper. Olde magic would be nice because if we can make that holdover, I would like to. Double stack. Armor 20. I mean, it's fine, but double stack is like trash on most of this. We don't need Glimmer to be better. We don't need any of this to really be better. Just -1 cost on something. On what? I want Focus Growth to cost 2 so I can make other cards free. So like this Focus Growth being free is kind of nice. The Root Seeds being free is kind of nice so I can play it to get the Infusion Chain going. But I guess we'll start with like this Focus Growth heal. And then we'll check this out and see if there's anything here that we want. Plus 10 magic power and piercing, nope. Can't do that. Plus 30 magic power, nope. I'm kind of worried because I don't know how I'm gonna get more pact shards. I have to like duplicate cards at this point to get up to 100. I feel like I have to spend pact shard points right now. So I guess we'll make something. I guess we'll make something plus 30 magic power. The focus growth would be very nice. Restore 55. Deal 43 damage, restore 40 health, infuse deal plus 30 damage. Glimmer, I would still like to make this holdover, but a piercing that does 42 damage is pretty good. It's pretty good. Plus 10 magic power and piercing. I don't know, put this on an Echo Break would be kind of nice. Does decent damage, can kill a unit, but we would want that at a piercing. I want to duplicate piercing is what I want to do, but yeah, we need to spend some unpacked shards, so I guess we'll just make something plus 30 magic power. That's a pretty good Glimmer. I'll take it. It's a high damage piercing Glimmer, but kind of had to spend my money on something. Hello, welcome to the stream, Lucas. How you doing? You just stumbled across my YouTube. Well, I'm glad to see that you stumbled across my YouTube in that case, and have decided to join me here with some Monster Train. We're gonna do this challenge, Heaven's Seal. Non-boss enemy units restore all health when they move up a floor. Guess what? They're never gonna move up a floor because they're gonna get rooted. So we might as well turn this on. It's just free money. You're strong, admittedly, but like, it doesn't matter. You also have regen 20, but again, it doesn't matter. You're freaking dead. You're dead, dude, you're dead. Low capacity here. We might want to start Wildenton here, actually, because if we can descend next turn, we might be able to start attacking this Pyre Wing, like, very quickly. You know, it actually doesn't seem like that bad of an idea. We are going to be Ember Drained to all hell. But I do need to kill this guy, and what better time than now? Is this really what we're gonna do? If we play here, I have to wait a turn before I can bring down a unit, is the only problem. I have to bring down the Animus and then bring down the Bog Chrysalis the turn after. But it does buy us a turn to like set up to get ourselves a little bit buffed so that maybe we don't get Ember Drained by this guy to begin with, which would be kind of nice. It's a very interesting little situation we got ourselves in here. Otherwise, it's gonna take 5 turns to kill this this Pyre Wing. I think we could do it. Fog, Animus, quick. Draw +2 next turn. We're definitely gonna play that. I am gonna play this Infuse as well. Oh, we should have played this Root Seeds. Why did I not do that? This is just stupid. But there's Restoring Retreat, which is something that we actually did want, so I'm glad I got it. I'm glad to have gotten it. I need to play... I need to play this, then this, one of these rather, then we'll descend. And I think we'll descend the Animus to start buffing it immediately. Even though I'd rather, you know, we could send the Animus to the back later with Hosting Kin. So let's get the Animus down there immediately and then start buffing the heck out of this Animus so that we're doing as much damage as possible, because we need to do as much damage as possible. And then I'm gonna stack up the Echo Breaks here so that we can buff our own damage quickly. I'm gonna keep the Hosting Kin in the deck, that way when we descend the egg, we can knock the Animus back one. But now we're at least killing this unit next turn, and it's not gonna have a chance to attack. So we are gonna get Ember Drained slightly, but it's not that bad. I will play a Sharpen just to make other things free. I'll play it on the Animus. Did get a Hosting Kin. Might as well Glimmer, heal everyone up. It doesn't exhaust at all. And we're just gonna keep buffing the heck out of the Animus now. Its multi-strike is roughly equivalent to the sweep, I think. Roughly. We got another Glimmer, but we're gonna be playing a Focused Growth. But we should probably try to draw 2 cards first, then play Focused Growth. So give me a Root, Root, Echo, Focused Growth. It did its job, you know, it made other cards free, so we'll buff, Glimmer, and Echo Break, and I think they're dead. Yeah, they didn't even get to Ember Drain me. And this is working exactly how I wanted it to. It's a little funky, but it's working. Okay, so we wanna bring you down now, and then we can kick the Animus to the back. So now we have the Bog Chrysalis tanking for the Animus. We could even knock the Bog Chrysalis to the front, but I think this is honestly fine. I don't think it matters necessarily. They'll roughly do the same damage once they all kind of pop out. Well, Wildenton's gonna do more, but this is perfectly fine. Then, buff, buff. We got a Sharpen, which we can play to make other things free. Buff, Root, Root, Echo Break, Echo Break. We're also gonna hatch our egg, which is nice. So like I would Hosting Kin Wildenton back and then Hosting Kin the Animus back one more time. Do I have the cards necessary to do that? I actually do. All right, you know what? Get knocked back. I'm gonna knock the Animus back later. We did, okay, we got the card. All right, this is the order we want. We want the tanks in the front, then Wildington, then the Animus, and I can heal him with the Glimmer. Beautiful. Okay. I can't make anything free, so I'm just gonna play the Glimmer. Olde magic, beautiful. Root Seeds, Echo Transfer. Focus Growth, you might as well play just to get some draw next turn, because it's a free card. And you have Rage 9. You do 53 damage a turn. Oh my god. That's one beefy unit. Good lord. Well, Sharpen. And then Echo Break. Echo Break. Echo Transfer. This Echo Transfer has been beautiful. I'm so glad I got this as like one of my starting cards, because it is just wrecking. Hopefully we'll get a Glimmer. Hey, let's go. It's been such a good card. Let's play Focus Growth. Drew a card, it's Focus Growth. Is anyone wounded? Yes, one unit is wounded. There you go. Glimmer. Root Seeds. Root Seeds. Root Seeds. Echo Break. Echo Break. Echo Transfer. He's only hitting once. We do approximately 1,000 damage a turn, so I guess that makes sense. We're also very quick. Pyre Shards, no. Preserve Thorns, no. Restoring Retreat, no. Skip. We only need Restoring Retreat once. It consuming would not be the worst thing in the world. Forgotten Trade could also be interesting in order to gain more energy. We tend to have enough energy though, especially being able to make cards free with Restoring Retreat, Sharpen, and Focused Growth. I don't think we need any more ways of making that happen. So I think we're gonna skip. This is a very like skip heavy run. I've been skipping a lot of cards. We also have 1,000 gold. I don't think we need Divine Boons. I think duplicating a card would be nice, but we do need the money. Well, no, we need the pack shards. If we duplicate a card, we could avoid taking this. But if we go left, we could upgrade spells, take this for the money, remove 2 cards, and then also buy artifacts. We don't need Merchant of Steel. What would we duplicate? I don't even think you duplicate like an Animus. I don't think you duplicate anything. I think everything in this deck is like functional. So we're gonna take our 100th pack shard, which is exactly what we wanted. We'll take a look at the artifacts. First time each turn a friendly unit is healed, draw 1. Cards gain +1 magic power when a card with Consume is played. We play like 5 Consume cards. We don't really need 5 magic power. Our heals are like big bursty heals too. They're not like heal for 2. So, and we don't have any X costs. Correct. So, reroll. When an egg is summoned, remove shell. This would have been really nice. But yeah, I think we'll remove 3 shell from an egg. And that's what we're gonna get. And remove Consume. We don't want to remove Consume on the tome. +10 magic power. I guess we'll put this on anything. I mean, putting on an Echo Break is fine. Make a spell cheaper. I don't mind making spells free. That way they're guaranteed to be played immediately and then we can draw off of them. So I'm going to do that with like the Root Seeds. And then we'll re-roll Permafrost. Might as well. I could put it on Restoring Retreat and that way we always have it for like the ideal turn. I could put it on Sharpen and then I have another way of making free cards. We're gonna be Restoring Retreat whenever it shows up. I don't think we need this to be permafrosted. I think I'd rather have this permafrosted. Upgrade a spell to cost -1, another Root Seed, I guess. +10 magic power, another Echo Break. Doesn't consume trigger off of spell chain. I don't think so, because spell chain doesn't consume the base card, and the copy is purge, not consume. So I don't think that would apply. You know, because the artifact said consume, not purge. And I tend to, if I don't know, I tend to trust the card, what it said. Remove up to 2 cards. I guess we can remove Echo Breaks. I don't really care about doing 1 damage, so there you go. That is removing some infuse, but we don't need as much infuse now that I have that egg artifact. And I guess we'll just like keep purging cards because we have the money for them. Honestly. I know I literally just spent money upgrading these cards, but I don't care about them. The only thing I care about is buffing my units. I don't care about doing 1 to 2 damage. Sometimes. Oh, but we get consumed cards. This is a little awkward. I think we'll be fine though. So are we gonna start on the bottom? I would like to kill these resolvers. We won't take that much damage being down here. And then we could just descend the Animus once when it shows up. I think we will start at the bottom. I'd love to start on the middle floor. It's just hard with the capacity because I have to descend twice and I don't want you to add garbage to my deck. So I think we will start here. Wildenton, Bog Crystals will tank. Consume. Sharpen and draw 2. I'd rather draw 2 so that we can get through our deck a little faster, I feel. With hosting kins, I don't even know what to really do about them. I'm just gonna use them, I guess. I could have saved them as fodder for consumption, but oh well. So let's hope that we can draw more better cards. I don't really mind the Bog Crystals being at the front. It has 70 health and we can heal it very easily. So that's like not a bad thing. Okay, Animus has to go out. No restoring retreat, so we'll wait on that. Focus growth, we can consume it. I really don't mind. It consuming doesn't matter. I mean, we have a Glimmer, we have another focus growth in the deck. So I'd rather hold on to the root seeds because they infuse. So yeah, we'll do it like this. And then we're gonna Glimmer. Now, let's root seeds first. Because that's like an important part of our combo here. Then we'll Sharpen. Makes everything free. Then we'll Glimmer. Then we'll root seeds. Then we'll Echo. Beautiful. And these, I mean, the enemies are all rooted. They're not going anywhere. I wonder what happens if you root enough enemies at the bottom that Seraph can't summon anything. Will he summon them up here, or will he summon more than 8 units? I have no idea. I got no idea. But Restoring Retreat is going to be played first because we don't really care about these enemies. We can kill them with spells, and I want my Animus down here, and now my Animus is down here, and these units are not really living, are they? So Root Seed. I did draw a 2-cost card. I was thinking about this to maybe make something free, but I don't think we need to play it. I think we'll just keep playing Root Seeds. The egg is definitely going to open, even though I am going to do that twice. Kill you, play one of these, take 1 pyre damage. I wish he wouldn't summon these guys everywhere, though. This is the only thing that I would wish. Echo Transfer, we cannot consume that card. It is so good. Sharpen, I don't mind consuming. Focus Growth we should probably consume first though, right? We're doing so much damage now that enemies rarely get to attack and we'll still have the Glimmer to heal. More card draw is decent, but we have Root Seeds for that, and I'd rather keep these because they can buff myself permanently for the fight. So I think we'll start with a Focused Growth. Everyone's at full health. Root seeds. Root seeds. Olde magic. Echo transfer. Echo transfer. Vengeful shard. And then you know what? Don't. Don't hit my pyre. We did buff our Animus attack by like 50 base damage that turn. And that's the whole idea of this, is just buffing the Animus attack over and over again, and it's totally working. We're starting to run out of cards. We could get rid of Sharpen at this point, but we could probably also just get rid of Root Seeds. Waves remaining 3, you know, we're kind of on target right now. On track. So keep buffing, keep buffing, keep buffing. Buffing. We're gonna take some damage from these cards, but whatever. We're essentially drawing our whole deck minus all of these Vengeful Shards that are getting added to our deck. Actually, the Vengeful Shards don't get added, do they? They're in our deck, I think. So Root Seeds. One more time. You need to die. I don't know how to kill you though. I guess I could just use a Glimmer. I suppose. Save the pyre. Take another like 3 damage. And you know, I know I was kind of saying that I wish I didn't, or I wish I had thought more about that Inspire capability earlier going on the Bogflies, but they're great tanks now. They have 100 health each. That's beautiful. That's more than enough. I also love that I'm getting this Olde magic like every turn. That's pretty good. Ooh, I can even play one of the Vengeful Shards. Oh, you know what? Get out of here. Okay, 300 base damage Animus, so that's 1,000 damage a turn essentially. We are gonna lose 1 unit, but that's about it. Let's get that out there. Olde magic. Glimmer. Let's see if I can keep another Bogfly alive. We did. Just barely got enough damage. Hell yeah. So, I mean, 340 times 3. That's over 1,000 damage. Beautiful. And we have almost 300 health in front of the Animus, who also has 90 health of their own. So they're a very good tank. Our tanks are wonderful. And I don't really even see the Divinity fight being all that different. We'll just start on the middle floor, I think, because on the middle floor, the Last Divinity does 6 times 2. On the top floor, he has Sweep. We just don't want to be up on the Sweep floor. Although the +7 damage on Relentless will be kind of annoying, but I think we start on the middle. We might start on the bottom. I guess it depends on what he has. I think it's Trample. Yeah, it's Trample. Which wouldn't be that bad, honestly. Yeah, I mean, we could get the Animus down immediately. Dude, why not? Let's start buffing this Animus on turn 1. Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking about it and I'm like, why would we start on the middle versus the bottom? The bottom does more damage. No, actually, no, the middle does more damage. And the middle will do more damage on Relentless, so maybe starting on the bottom is the correct idea. Sure, you know what? And you know what? Now that I think about it, on Relentless, every floor triggers immediately, ergo, being on the bottom, middle, or top doesn't matter. You don't buy yourself more turns fighting the minions, I don't think. So yeah, we will start Wildenton down here. And we're going to play the Animus. And we're going to play this just to play it. And we're going to Quick You. Chung, chung, chung. And we're going to bring you down, and then we're going to start buffing the heck out of this Animus. They're doing a little bit of damage, but we'll heal eventually. Once the Animus gets further upgraded, these units are not going to make it. They will die. And we have Piercing, which is kind of what I was thinking with this Glimmer, being able to pierce through all of their freaking spell shields. I don't know why they have so many freaking spell shields, but it's highly annoying. But Bog Chrysalis. We'll descend you later, and then we'll kick the Animus back when we get some more hosting kins. I think we might as well play one Echo Transfer into a Sharpen to make things free, into a Glimmer to just murder everything and heal. You love to see it. And then we'll start, or rather continue, the buffing process. I could even knock one of these units back just to make sure that we kill the Reflector on this turn. He only does 7 damage though. Why are we taking 21? They have spikes. That's why you're taking 9. I'll spend 1 hosting kin to knock you back, save some HP, and kill you later. Because he's just a tank, he doesn't matter anyways. Bogworm does need to be moved down, but we'll do that. Olde Magic, that can be played. I gotta remember we're not in Consume territory now, that was last fight. Echo Transfer. Focus Growth, might as well for the draw. And I have the energy to play everything, so we'll keep this Focus Growth. No reason to play it. We're gonna get enough card draw anyways off of the Root Seeds. And Hosting Kin. There is a second one in the deck. We're also about to get Restoring Retreat, so we could play this one. And, I mean, playing it on the tank, again, feels like a good idea. Just kind of allows us to get more kills. Now, our Wildington is going to be hurting, but that's what the Focus Growth is for. We still need more damage to be done, but the Animus, they're getting buffed. It's just taking a while. It's just taking a while. So we need to play this, this, and we also do need to play the other Focus Growth. Makes a whole bunch of things free. We do need to play Restoring Retreat. And then I think we kick... Do I have... How many hosting kins do I have? Only the 1! I screwed this up. Wildington's gonna have to be the tank for the Animus. We'll kick the Animus back. Then Root Seeds. I could buff Wildington for the sweep damage. It would help a lot, honestly. I gotta start killing these units, but we'll also Glimmer. Now we're taking 34 damage. You do 55. It'll kill this unit, not this unit, not this unit. It will kill this unit, and you're a boss. So it's not killing you. I'll buff the Animus. That's okay though. I mean, we get the heals essentially every turn. We only have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We only have a 14 card deck, so we're getting most everything on turn 1. We actually do get 13, or sorry, we get 11 cards every turn thanks to Winged Steel. Everything's going just fine. I'll play the 0-cost cards for draw. Then I will play a 2-cost card to make anything free that we need to be free. All we got was a Restoring Retreat, but which means we could hold on to these cards, but they're probably worth playing anyways, let's be honest. Okay, you're taking 43 damage. We gotta keep buffing our Animus. Is everyone at full health? They are. No reason to do anything else. End turn. Now, I'd like to get this card. Well, I'd like to hold it until next turn. If we're taking 43 damage every turn, we have to heal that much damage every turn, essentially. Okay. A couple of units are not dying on this turn, but that's fine. $105 damage. You're dying in one shot. You're dying in one shot. You're dying in one shot. That means we're gonna take 16 times 2, 7 times 2, 20. We're gonna take 16 times 2, 7 times 2, and 11 times 2. That's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. Can Wildington even survive? I certainly hope so. Draw a card. We're gonna play the Glimmer, hope that it Helps out a lot. Actually, we should probably play Focus Growth. Wildington. He's living! We need to buff more damage, though. Good lord. Might want to consider buffing Wildington's damage for, like, again, handling maybe some more of these units in the back. There's just so many units. The Animus can't kill them all. We need to kill the units in the back that are doing like 15 times 3 damage and make sure that they're dying. They are dying. It's just, you know, slow progress. Okay, did not get the Glimmer, but we'll get it next turn. We do have Focused Growth. Into Focused Growth. Into Echo Transfer. Into Root Seeds. Another Root Seeds. Another Root Seeds. Everyone's at full health. Is there a reason to play Restoring Retreat then? I don't want to give him armor. There is still a boss here. The Steel Wings tank. He dies quickly. There's another boss here. I just want everyone to be aware of that fact. Where did this boss come from? All right, gotta play Restoring Retreat. Play the Sharp. 16 spikes on the Animus, hell yeah. Glimmer. We're taking 19 damage. We're sweep killing the apprentices in the back. Clipped Reflector is going to die from... Clipped Reflector is not gonna die. That's okay. Just keep buffing. Our Animus is essentially doing 1,000 damage per turn right now, which is good. I do wish these guys would stop gaining so much every turn. End turn. But as long as Wildington lives, it doesn't matter. And is this Relentless? No, we have one more turn for Relentless. Gilded Wing, Clipped Guardian, Forged Disciple. There's no boss? Or there's no like boss quality level unit? That's amazing. That's all I ever wanted, is no boss right now. No Glimmer. Glimmer will be next turn, and honestly, that's probably the best turn for it. 103, 103. And our Bogflies are tanky as all hell. Might as well play every card we can. This would also make like a decent incant deck, I think. 83 damage, 108 health, 7470, and a 354 times 340, 325 health. And this is not the end. Also, you're dead. We're taking 54 damage, but you're also dead. So let's play 3 cards, and we'll draw 1. And we'll play Sharpen. And we'll play Old Magic. And we'll play Root Seeds. And Echo Transfer. And Root Seeds. And Glimmer. And Heal. And you're dead. Beautiful. 3 spell shield. Who cares? Got him. So we just buffed one Animus for the entire run. Well, no, we buffed Wildington, then we buffed the Bogflies, then we buffed the Animus. We upgraded our buffs from hitting 1 unit to 2 units after the split to 1 unit that has multi-strike and hits 3 times. But that was a good run, kind of a strong run from the just perspective of doing damage. But that's kind of why I like Wildington, being able to lock down enemies, sweep, do a lot of damage, and buff himself with his own cards that upgrade him. Man, you can get some high damage out of Wildington, and he makes a good tank. I would have loved to have gotten the quick upgrade on him. I would have snap taken that in a heartbeat. But since we got the book, didn't matter. We were able to make him quick, and he was able to kill frontline enemies, backline enemies, prevent a lot of incoming damage. If we didn't have the book, I think we start on the top floor. On everything, maybe except the Last Divinity fight. But you start Wildington at the top, and then the enemies are dazed, then he gets the first attack in with Sweep. But him getting that first attack in on Sweep, killing the support units, the high damage multi-strikers that usually go into the back, is very good. It's very, very good. So it was a very fun run. And it's our first Wormkin allied clan victory as well. Fantastic. Run summary. Cards played 444. Was that the most card plays I've ever had? No! I wanted to go back to the summary screen. In any case, yeah, good run. Wildenton. Beautiful. And I liked that glimmer. You know, doing a lot of damage with piercing to all enemies is kind of like having that sweep on Wildenton, being quick, but also going through damage shield. Just, it helps to clear out the enemy units and heal yourselves. I wanted this to have holdover, but by the end we were drawing it almost every turn anyways, because our deck was thin after the consumes and after we'd played all of our cards. So that was very good. Oldie Magic was very nice. We had a lot of money at the end of it. And yeah, good run. For those of you on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you enjoy it. Subscribe for more. I chose the wrong tenses on both of those words. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe for more. Check me out on Twitch for when I go live. Support me on Twitch, Patreon, and Streamlabs, and I hope to see you here again for the next run of Monster Train.